Part 1. The Doctor. Dr. Dellard's POV. Alarms blared loud in my ears telling me to get up for the day. Leaning over the edge of my mattress, I grabbed my phone and swiped dismiss. It was too early for this, but I had no other choice if I wanted to keep my job. Ugh, Dad. Why is your alarm clock so loud? I heard the complaint from the other room with a tired groan. Sorry, dear, I muttered, feeling groggy and trying to wipe the sleep from my eyes. I caught the side of my bedside table and felt around for my glasses. Once I got myself situated and changed, I picked up my phone to check the time. The phone flickered on and read 2:01. Guess I'm not having breakfast at home, I said with a sigh. I'll be late if I do not hurry. I combed my hand through my messy hair before grabbing my bags and laptop. Leave now or you'll be late again, was shouted at me from the other room by a now less grumpy voice. Hey, okay, stay safe, sweet pea, I said as I got my coat and rushed out the door with what I needed. I caught the public bus and stood as I ate the tuna sandwich I grabbed on the way. The bus stopped at the last stop and I was the only one left to get off. My heart dropped when I tripped down the bus steps. Whoa, hey there, Dells. Someone had caught me before I could fall and asked, "Are you all right?" I looked up to the tall blonde before me. He had been trying to disguise his laughter. "Ah, thanks for the save, Will. I believe I will be fine," I responded as the Will put me on the ground and handed me a few papers that had fallen when he caught me. "Man, guess the early schedule is getting to a lot of people with the time changes," he commented as he started to walk off with a wave. I sighed as I went to my office and placed my things at my desk. I sat down and checked today's schedule. Everyone seemed pretty swamped today. Today I was requested to be part of a test with the mirror from room 2 to 730. I had only known about this one because of a rumor that it had driven someone insane a while back. The higher-ups told everyone that it was false information, but I never saw the person again after that. They were an upper staff member who was often spoken ill of. Everyone said that they were a criminal and had done many horrible acts during their career here. None of it could have been true, right? I stood from my seat as I gathered my notebook and pen and headed to the room, reading the info on it on my work tablet on the way. The page on this room said the object inside was harmless with no casualties and no safety protocols. It does not seem to be sentient. It then listed the ability of the object to be that it reflects the happy thoughts and memories of whoever touched it. I swiped to the next page, which would be the case files. They all seemed to match up with what I read before, however there was something that seemed a bit off about the information. I am not sure, but it seemed that there is something more intricate behind this. Once inside, I looked through the glass and saw a reflective mass sitting on the plain white stand in the empty room. It did not look abnormal. The mass looked as if someone melted down a mirror and molded it back together in a malformed clump. I read the list of tests I had to run. What does the object look like? How does it make you feel? Before touching the object, what do you see in it? When you touch the object, what does it show you? How did you feel about this? After touching the object, did anything change? How do you feel each hour after touching the object? As for how I felt about it, I guess it seemed like there was something more to it than what was written about it. Approaching the object, I could see my distorted reflection unnerving me. Even though I know that it must be my face that I was seeing, I could not recognize myself. My mind would not agree with what my eyes were telling me. I approached closer and set my hand onto the surface of the object. It was cold but seemed to warm slightly beneath my fingertips. The reflection did not change in any way the pages described. Instead, it only continued to show myself. I glanced away for a moment nervously as I waited for something to happen. When I looked back, I caught my breath. Looking back at me was my own distorted, smiling face. But was it mine?